At this very moment, while you're listening to me, an invisible clock is ticking inside you. Scientists can now observe it under a microscope. With every breath you take, every meal you eat, every stressful moment you experience, you age a little faster than expected. The protective caps on your DNA are shrinking. But just imagine for a moment if you could press pause. Even better, imagine if you could ask your body to repair itself from the inside. This isn't science fiction. 3 Nobel Prize winners spent decades decoding this mystery. They discovered that your body has hidden mechanisms, a biological clock, an internal recycling system, and microscopic factories that hold the key to longevity. The good news is, you don't need expensive treatments to activate these mechanisms. Simple foods that are probably already in your kitchen can communicate directly with your DNA. They can instruct your cells to repair themselves and protect you against age-related diseases. In the next few minutes, we'll look together at the exact protocol validated by these 3 Nobel Prize winners to transform your health. Stay attentive because the way you combine these foods is just as important as the foods themselves. Let's start with the first major discovery, the one that earned Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn the Nobel Prize in 2009. She brought to light the existence of telomeres. To understand what they are, just think of your shoelaces. At each end, there's a small plastic tip that prevents the lace from fraying. Your telomeres work in exactly the same way for your DNA. They're your genetic shield. The problem is, every time your cells divide to replace worn-out skin, heal a wound, or fight an infection, these telomeres get shorter. When they become too short, the cell can no longer function. It ages, it dies, or worse, it becomes dysfunctional. It's this very process that opens the door to heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer. Dr. Blackburn's research proves something frightening. Chronic stress accelerates this process. In a fascinating study, she showed that mothers caring for children with chronic illnesses had telomeres that appeared biologically 10 years older than their actual age. Stress literally eats away at your life expectancy. But here is the revelation that changes everything. You can protect and even repair your telomeres through what you eat. Studies have shown that specific dietary changes can increase telomere protecting activity by 29 to 84% in just 3 months. So, what should you put on your plate to achieve this? The foods that protect your telomeres share a powerful characteristic. They are rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids. A study from Ohio State University showed that higher levels of omega-3s were associated with longer telomeres. Specifically, this means regularly including wild salmon, sardines, mackerel, or for plant-based options, walnuts and flax seeds. Next, you should aim for color. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries provide anthocyanins that reduce DNA damage. Green vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and colorful peppers offer a cocktail of essential vitamins C and E. A European study even found that people who consumed foods rich in carotenoids had significantly longer telomeres. But protecting DNA is not enough. Once the cell is protected, it needs to be cleaned. This is where our second Nobel Prize winner comes in, Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi. In 2016, he won the prize for the discovery of autophagy. This Greek word literally means to eat oneself. It may sound strange, but it's the secret to youth. Your cells have the ability to consume their own damaged parts in order to survive and renew themselves. Imagine an internal cleaning service that recycles old waste into new energy. This process prevents the buildup of cellular debris responsible for inflammation and premature aging. Dr. Ohsumi proved that this cleaning process is not random. It is triggered by one specific thing: temporary deprivation of nutrients. It's a survival response. When we eat all the time, non-stop, from morning to night, autophagy never activates. Our cells are in storage mode, not cleaning mode. This is what we observe in the blue zones, those regions of the world where people live to be 100 years old. In Ikaria, Greece, the inhabitants practice about 150 days of religious fasting per year. This practice, combined with their Mediterranean diet, constantly activates their cellular cleaning. So, how can you activate this process at home safely? The most effective method validated by science is time-restricted eating. Try to eat all your meals within an 8 to 10 hour window. For example, if you have your first meal at noon, finish your dinner before 8 p.m. This gives your body 16 hours of rest, much of it during sleep, to activate autophagy. You should know that this deep cleaning really only begins once the sugar reserves in the liver are depleted, which takes about 14 to 16 hours. During these fasting periods, you can drink water, black coffee, or green tea. In fact, green tea is a valuable ally, as it contains compounds that promote autophagy even when you are not fasting. The same goes for cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, which contain sulforaphane, a powerful activator of this cleaning process. So, we've protected the DNA and cleaned the cells. There remains a third crucial step, maintaining the machinery. This is where the work of Dr. Venki Ramakrishnan, Nobel Prize winner in chemistry in 2009, comes in. He mapped the ribosomes. Think of ribosomes as millions of tiny factories inside each cell. They are the ones that make all the proteins in your body. They read your genetic code and build, for example, your muscles, your skin, your hormones, and your antibodies. But like any factory, over time, they wear out, make mistakes, and start producing poor quality proteins. That's why skin sags or muscles waste away as we age. To keep these factories running efficiently, Dr. Ramakrishnan showed that it's especially important not to overload them. And this is where many people make a mistake. We often hear that you need to eat a lot of protein to stay strong. But science shows that quality matters more than sheer quantity. An excess of protein can overload the ribosomes and speed up cellular aging. The goal is to provide high-quality materials, wild-caught fish, eggs from free-range chickens, and plant-based proteins like lentils or hemp seeds. But there is a secret nutrient that your ribosomes absolutely need to function: magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are an exceptional source, as are almonds, spinach, and dark chocolate with 70% cocoa. Just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds provides nearly half of your daily needs. It's the fuel that keeps the factory running without overheating. Now, how do you put all this together in your daily life? Here's what a typical day looks like for cellular renewal based on these 3 Nobel discoveries. In the morning, it's ideal to extend your overnight fast. Stick to water, black coffee, or green tea to let autophagy finish its cleaning work. Around noon, to break your fast, go for a big telomere salad. Mix dark leafy greens, colorful bell peppers, chickpeas for fiber, and sprinkle pumpkin seeds for magnesium. Generously season with olive oil and lemon. This is a direct message of health you're sending to your cells. In the afternoon, if you feel a bit hungry, a handful of nuts or a few berries will do the trick. For dinner, it's time to support your ribosomes without overloading them. Choose wild salmon or sardines, served with steamed broccoli and sweet potatoes. But be careful, timing is crucial. Try to finish this meal before 8 o'clock. Why? Because eating right before bed is one of the worst things for your cells. Digestion requires a huge amount of energy. If your body is digesting during the night, it can't repair itself. Sleep should be reserved for maintaining your cellular factories, not for processing food. It's not about following this diet to the letter every day or about being perfect. It's about understanding that every meal is an opportunity to send a signal to your body, repair yourself, protect yourself, stay strong. These 3 Nobel Prize winners have proven to us that longevity doesn't depend solely on genetics, but above all on our daily choices. Your body already has the tools to heal and rejuvenate. It's simply waiting for you to give it the right materials. If you're ready to start supporting your body's natural longevity systems and to take care of your health in a scientific way, feel free to let us know in the comments. Your future self, 10 or 20 years from now, will thank you for the choices you make today. And now that you know how to nourish your cells, there's a key organ that needs to be perfectly clean for this whole process to work: your liver. It's the main filter. I invite you to click on the video appearing on the screen to find out how to naturally cleanse your liver and speed up your regeneration even more. Thank you for your attention. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video.